Greetings, Southern Cameroonians. As you're joining, please click share. Please click share as you're joining. I'm not feeling fine. I have some cold. But once again, welcome to Merciful Truth. I'm sorry I was live yesterday and I'm live again today. Please share, let me get something, I'm coming back. Let's build the audience to start. Let's build the audience to start talking soon. This is Merciful Truth. This is Merciful Truth. I want you to come here and air your views, air your mind. I'll be inviting people to talk. I have my other phone with me. It's playing music. This is it. I have my other phone with me. I'm using to the iPad. So we'll talk. You have to know my point of view and I want to know your point of view. This is the Merciful Truth. Please click share, let's build the audience, let's build the audience, click share, let's build the audience, let's invite, share in groups, so I'm going to share in other groups, invite, let everybody come. All those who have been commenting, I saw my comment on Mark Barata's page, people were talking, invite them, let me welcome some people, it's end of the year, let's talk. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow people, you're welcome to Merciful Truth. Once again, you're welcome to Merciful Truth. I was live yesterday. I was not on Merciful Truth. Yesterday, I came to talk to us about we and the revolution. And today, I'm live here on Merciful Truth. Merciful Truth has been the platform which I've always kept my truth and my honest to my brothers. Merciful Truth has always been the platform which I value the bloods of Southern Cameroonians. And yesterday, we have seen what happened. So, you guys know why I'm live here today. You have seen the post and everything. I've gone through Facebook. I have my phone and my phone is with me. So I'm using my iPad. So we'll talk. People, there'll be time I'll add people on live. People want to join me and people want to call. There'll be a time I'll open call so you can call me via my Facebook, Prince JK, and those who can call via other means. So for now, we want to build the audience. So if you're joining me, please let's click share. Those who are on WhatsApp, share on WhatsApp, all other WhatsApp groups, so we build the audience for everyone to come, because this is a critical moment at our revolution. I want everybody to get the truth. In this revolution, I'm not so matured. I'm not too big. I'm not too educated, but at least I went to the university. I wasn't sponsored by any person in my life. That's why you see me, I can talk like this. Some of you who comment on Facebook, your parents sponsored you. It's not about being proud, but I'm a self-made child. If you ask my mother, she doesn't know, she's not part of what I'm doing. If you ask any member of my family, they are not part of what I'm doing. My destiny was created by God. If you ask any person who know me in life, I made it out from the streets, and I'm not ashamed to say it, because I was born in a rich family, but I suffered in the street. And I believed why I suffered was because of this. I had to stand out someday to talk to you Southern Cameroonians. And here am I today. In this revolution, the greatest price we have to pay is our blood. Blood is greater than anything. Blood. So before we even start, let me take some time. Let's build the audience. Let's build the audience. We just started. Let's share. Let's build the audience. Let's get to the numbers we used to get. Today, if we can get up to even 500 people, that would be good. Let's just first get about 200 people, then we start this Merciful Truth. Because I've been in this revolution for 2 years and 5 months. This is my small phone you see. There are two. I always like showing you guys this phone. I have many things in this phone. Because there are some people which their zeal, you know, when the revolution is going ahead, some people, their zeal wake up along the way. Some people, they never have interest. Maybe they will hear when the American senators say they want Cameroon to solve the issues, then that's when they will join. Some people is when they see the discussion which the United Nations Security Council had, which all the other representatives from the European countries were saying the situation in Southern Cameroon is urgent, then they will join. Or some people, when they saw Barrister Bobala in the peace conference in Paris, that's when they decided to join. But we have been consistent in this revolution. I believe from the day it began, we have been consistent. So I want to first tell everybody who is coming. I see some people say, I hate ADF. Some people are even trying to preach the divide and rule, the tribalism way. No, it doesn't work with me. I don't hate nobody. The one thing I want to tell you all as we are building this audience is this Prince JK you see, the man of merciful truth, I'm a very good observer. That's why I kept this. If you ask anybody who know me, there are groups on WhatsApp, I sit quiet, I don't talk. But I observe everything in the group. There are people who make speeches. You might talk, I go to everybody's profile in this Facebook. I screen through Dr. Akwanga's Facebook every blessed day. I want to tell you my role, because some of you comment on Facebook. You come to destroy the hope of the revolution without even carrying out minus intelligence. Before each day I spent in this revolution, after I made my vow to stand up for my brothers and for this God-given revolution, I made it in my home that every day I go through. If you ask some people, some old mothers which know me, some mama, because I speak to mostly old people in this revolution, they will tell you I sleep sometimes about 3 o'clock. I go to Dr. Kwanga's Facebook every blessed giving day in this revolution. I go to Ayabacho's Facebook every blessed giving day. The only person I don't frequently go to his Facebook because he doesn't always use it, it's Bo Habit. I go to Dr. Sako. When Seseko was, I go to Seseko. I go to everybody's Facebook in every given day in this revolution. Those who know me know. And that's how I gather my facts. I walk to WhatsApp groups, I get my messages. And my solemn cause for this, everything you guys have been seeing, Please, we have not started. I'm just telling those who have been commenting. Some of you who have been, because the situation, the message of Secretary Chris yesterday, I've seen all the vibrant, everything. But I want to tell you guys something before we start talking, while we are building the audience to get even 400 or 500 people. Now, in all these quests, my people, which I've been going through this Facebook looking, I've been observing, my greatest purpose was unity. My greatest purpose was unity. And do you know why? Maybe some of you are not part of this merciful truth. Maybe some of you which today you are coming to know Prince J.K., you have not known me. Maybe some of you who underlook me, you never heard what I told you about me and the way I perceived our brother from the Northern Zone. Some of our brothers in the Northern Zone, you have betrayed me and the way I thought about you, but I know it will not matter to you. Because the way I perceived you guys towards this revolution, I never knew some of you guys who instead turn it out to be so childish. Because throughout all my life in the street, yes, I was helped by my own people. But those who gave me help along the way were people from you. There's one of my good fellow brother which is from the Northern Zone, even though because of this revolution we have had some cracks. Funky. Don L. Funky, who is a member of AGC. Ask Don L. Funky. Me and him have shared things in life. He knows more about me, Prince J.K. So Don L. Funky can tell you, even though we did not have that so much time, but throughout my movement in life, we met along the way. He will tell you how we shared love. That was the same love I thought we would get in this revolution. Because I always tell you, my people of merciful truth, I say, the one style I copied, which the people of the Southern Zone don't have, but those of the Northern Zone have, which I knew it would push this revolution to victory, was a process which when somebody from the Northern Zone dies in the Southern Zone, and that person doesn't have nobody to cater for, the way our brothers in the Northern Zone do. You will see, I always repeat it on my Facebook, you will see they will make small granite and corn, that boiling granite and corn. It was in a Bameta man's funeral I ate that thing. They will share. They will share with their people. They will contribute 500 from meeting house to make sure they carry that corpse from the Northern Zone, from the Southern Zone to their village. So the day this revolution started, when I saw that unity, I saw the tears of my sister, which I don't even know where she is today, but I heard she has given birth to a child, Vicky Fokala. She doesn't know me, I don't know her. I was sitting in my bed. I play football. Some of you don't know the Prince J.K. I play football. I was from football that day and I just sat in my bed. And then when I just touched my Facebook, I saw Vicky Fokala shedding tears. I don't like to see a woman cry because my own mother has suffered. My daddy died long time ago when I was just 3 months, so I hate it. My spirit woke up that day. And the first person who shared my video when I made about the chiefs was Tapang Ivo. So that's why you see me sometimes on this video, when I want to talk, I say Tapang is my mentor. He's my master, but I've gone past that stage which I don't pay allegiance because I have a goal. So now, people of Southern Cameroon, while we are building the audience, I want to let you guys know that the first day I joined this revolution, I joined it with a focus. Some of you guys have joined this revolution because maybe with one hate comment, maybe with the speech of Secretary Chris, maybe with one comment you see or somebody telling you negatively about Prince J.K., you decided to create a Facebook that day. But that's not how I joined this revolution. In life, everything matters how you join. You might join this revolution because of hate. Throughout the revolution, you preach hate. I joined this revolution because of the tears of a woman. And then I decided to define my goal. My main focus was to make Southern Cameroon people not to be a second class. And those my brothers down the street, I cannot go back and give them one bottle of beer. But where I am, I can live. If I die today in this place, my bones can be buried here. My body can be buried on this ground. But my brothers down home, some of them, they don't have food to eat. If my voice can do certain things, then let me speak. I think that is enough for now. So those who are joining, that was just a brief summary. I wanted to give some of you guys who don't know where we started. Now, once again, we are about 252 We have spent some time talking. Welcome to Merciful Truth. This is your humble boy, Prince JK. Please, let's build the audience. Let's get even to 300. Let's get to 300 before we really start the matter, because I want everybody to hear. I want everybody to listen. Some people say, look, we first of all, Saudi Cameroonians, as we're building the audience, let me tell you something. Some of you guys are first funny. When the interim government did not act, some of you guys said the interim government was weak, that we have a very weak interim government. That was the statement most of you guys said. When these things have been happening, people have been doing hectare scatter. Some of you called me and said, you are discouraged with the interim government. The interim government is so slow. The interim government is so weak. The interim government acted just once. Yes. At least 60% of the people stood with the interim government decision. But everybody, no, this is that. No, this is this. This person is that. This person is this. No, this person has guns. No, I'm talking based on the comments I've been reading. This is my Facebook here. Before we even want to go to the matter. No, the interim government, this man has guns. This other man doesn't have guns. Now, Southern Cameroon, while we build the audience and while we try to get to this figure, before we start talking the real thing, I want to ask you, Southern Cameroonians, and for this small thing, I go change them because some of you don't know why Africa they suffer so. I go talk this one for pidgin because na talk if I talk outside, some of our brothers with bad heart, they will say it. But I will talk it in pidgin. And this is a secret why you guys don't know why Africans became slaves. I'm talking for pidgin. Now some very discreet person tell me this in this my quest for Ambazonia. Some person tell me, say, plenty people for East Africa, they see slavery where Oyubo, they bring them for inside Africa. They say sometimes Oyubo, they can't find economic goods. Now, so Oyubo, they tell una. But Oyubo, they come for slavery. This one, for these 200 people where they watch me, people will carry this video. When I think after this, we go talk, and they hold everybody from Ambazonia. You hear this thing where this white man tell me. And after this, and I go still repeat that my point where I talk, say, if the interim government reinstate those people the way they partake for the killing of our brothers, I go watch my hand, Le Pontius Pilate, I throw away the water because I know it to be blood. And even Oyubo man don't tell me the power of blood and why they come for Africa. As I dey for here every day, if you ask some people, I know they sleep at the quest because every day people they die. And this thing where this Oyubo man tell me, it make my faith on what I believe to stand for my brothers' way. I don't talk, say, if it have to go that way, there are other means I will look to help my brothers and for street, not before them for kill themselves. Now, the thing is what this Oyubo man tell me. The Oyubo man tell me, say, Africa them, say, white man no go ever tell with this. Say, Africa them, they look, white people, if you say white people, they come for Africa, now because of, say, the one can find economic goods and everything. It's a lie. White man no come for inside Africa and only for can find goods. There's something we push white man. It's a way to push Oyubo man, make Oyubo man come Africa. Say, people for Africa never die. Say, if you know how many people they be die, that way kingdoms they be the reign for Europe. People where they be don't study Europe history. If you know how many people they be die, that way Europe be still be ruled under kingdom. Russia be then a kingdom where you be get Yugoslavia, you will get all this Ukraine and Georgia. Up this side for Denmark, Scandinavia, it be then a kingdom of the Vikings. It's a time where Europe be the ruler kingdoms. They be the fight because any man be one be the boss. This man be the key, this man be the key, this man. It's the highest debt in the world. Don't happen for inside European soil. Because any man be one fight, make it get chop way, it go give her for his own kingdom. But now, time where Oyubo man discover, say thing where they fight for chop. The small goal where they be the fight. The small nyama, the small planty, the small everything where they be the take and the fight. They discover and say African get surplus where they fit chop, they fit build their home back, where they no go fight amongst themselves. From that day, they know the value of blood. It's because why they be the fight? When any great man fall down, this man fight, this man go and preserve the blood. So they make an oath. Now what I be talk from my last video, last time where I be talk, say me we change the name from Ambazonia. We are coming in. Please, if you're joining, please share. Now, Merciful Truth will come for the real matter of the day when you see me. I talk this talk now because of some of my brother say Prince JK over hate ADF. Prince Jacob hate AGC. Prince Jacob hate people. No. I give all this small brief history now for people then where they just join this revolution because of an action, or maybe because of say they see me I put some post, or maybe because of say they hear they hear Secretary Chris speech. Now why don't I join? Now why do they do this thing? It's a from that place European they do a pact. They know they fight again with themselves because they discover money for Africa. Now whether you see they struggle for unite themselves. This two when I get on I say European Union. On the say Schengen, where some of them they go take visa. That was a bond for them not to fight because they discover say they get chopped for inside Africa, and that chop it go make them not to spill their blood. Now their blood make them to divide now. Now why I talk for this small pineapple way some of them for Europe, I believe so I never know. Why I talk this pineapple? Now because I say even inside Europe, if you be general, even inside America, we are the biggest country for the world. If you be general, you kill one Pekin where it go against the law. They go strip you of that right. They know they play with the blood. Because you know why they know they play with blood? Blood na the solemn pact where they take them for build their bond. That blood for that their brother, them the highest death for the world. Ask any person if I lie. It don't happen inside Europe. Africa never see them. Where they don't bury more than 50 million people, then when they fight war where they die. So from that day, they go that pact, and why they need the 6P blood. Now for Ambazonia, the only way we succeed for Ambazonia is when we respect our blood. And some of us for this revolution, I know they respect the blood of the people. Now when I talk for that my post, where some of us see me, I write for under Mark Barata. I take my Barata, say in life there is discipline in everything. If we don't help to bring leaders to be humble, if we create warlords, then we are not building Ambazonia. For me, Prince J.K., for help me to create warlords, I go still repeat that for from Ambazonia. Better we stand for 10 state federation. I wash my hand. I stand for first state. Like when I want to continue, I stand, I wash my hand, I throw the water for una. Because I can never stand. I see young boy they die. Then I see papa the way they don't burn their pikin, they leave. Because of what they want to play politics, they want to preserve their interests. It never works like that. For some way I dare never leave reach some papa the way they don't leave for these sides. Some papa they don't live 40 years, but for my few 4 years where I don't be here, I don't learn things the way I value my brother their life. Now why I join this revolution. And I believe saying that so all we will get for value our brother their life. And I tell her today, the action where the interim government do for AGC and for SOCADEF and for ADF, it's very correct. Because despite anything, it touches the value of humanity, that's blood. Even white man know they play with that side. Every country is based on blood. Now why they wanna see and say Igbo man, it be very progressive. They know the Igbo man know they play with their blood. If Igbo man die for Atlanta, they go fly that corpse back to inside Igbo land, bury him. Because during the day of Biafra, they watch their blood, they die. They watch their people go down. They watch their papa after the Biafran war. They give Igbo people then how much? 10,000 naira when at 20 pounds for start life. But because of say Igbo people, them they value their blood. They value their own blood. Igbo people no be go down. Today they are one of the richest in the world. For my life, Prince J.K., I don't suffer. I don't stand see my brother. They die. I continue for say I will stand for revolution. Because of say you did die. I don't count them of recent. If I know how many youths they don't die because of this was small dirty politics. How long we go call unity? How long? I don't be for this revolution for 2 years. I've shown our documents them. I've been in this revolution for 2 years plus from the day start from teachers. Some people feel the joke. I don't be for inside Changshu's when a Dr. Ayabacho a group. He has never, they no be no sabi dede. They never ever talk about unity for 1 day. Go back for Dr. Ayabacho in messages today. Go watch Sheikh Kavi comment. Sheikh Kavi talk say the day where Saudi AGC go join the interim government for collaboration, that day it leave AGC. They do other things the all man in Europe. But because of we don't lose 4 picking them. Because of we ADF soldiers, the key boy them for Batibo. And then when the interim government act, some people bring emotion, say some person get gone. So if you get gone, that means they not go be control. Now warlords they will bring them. If we get gun, the gun they get for turn against our brother, where some people they talk to interim government, not get for act. Now, some people go they support interim government, and some people they always used to talk, say, hey, Prince J.K. they support interim government. You might clear some of your mind. Please, if you're joining me, click share. Click share as much. This is Merciful Truth. I just want to spill it out because it's end of the year. I want to spill the merciful truth so some of you will hear. And when you hear this, please know where we stand. Some of you guys have not been educated. Some of you guys, you just came into the revolution as novice. Some of you guys think the interim government, our forefathers like Molan Jolly Tumbe, Pafungo Jindika, they did not struggle to pave the way for peace. But peace have never happened in this revolution because of people, their pride. And if we don't implement disciplinary measures to make sure that the people of Ambazonia who are paying their blood, they are the ones who stand in front, then we will lose. I just saw a small video of recent. Let me point that video of one of my brother. Let me just show you guys the video. There's one of my brother let me just show you guys the video. Why you see me. Sometimes I used to get pissed off with these diasporans. Just give me. See our sisters. See our people. That's our sisters. See their blood. Watch. See the blood of them. That's her feeling pain. She's in ground zero. See our father. See our father. See blood. See our father. See their hands. See as they are paying the price. See, those are them paying the price, my people. They are the ones feeling the pain. They are the ones paying the price for us. Some of you who came to novice, you think peace talk has not happened. But I've repeatedly said it here. I say so long as it concerns money in this revolution, it will be difficult for peace. And that's why I support Eric Tato's initiative. For what? For the county by county. Because from the first conclave to the second conclave, why major unity has never happened was because of money. Unity has never happened in the first, second, and third conclave because of money. I will explain how this thing happened. I still said it before. I said Dr. Akwanga and Cho Ayaba they never knew this revolution will turn out like this. They were not prepared. I've said it. It's not out of hate. It's reality. Dr. Ayabacho might have the heart for the revolution, but at the present moment, he has committed so many wrongs because he wasn't prepared. I'll give you one example. I told you guys last time, I said, when a father's child, when you have a son, when he passes, before he wants to write common entrance, you start preparing him for secondary school. You start arranging his small box if he has to go to Seka, Sase, or whatever. You start preparing him small trunk to take to school. Even before he approaches that class to write. These are fathers who say the heart of the revolution. They have been in this revolution before this thing even started. But none of them were saving one kobo for the revolution. None. That is when you know who have spirit for the revolution. They were not saving 1 franc. Now, when the teachers started this revolution, and the lawyers which have metamorphosed to this, that is when our fathers, Akwanga and Ayaba, that is when their spirit realized that truly the people of Southern Cameroon want to be free. Now, you know one thing? They did not have finance to sponsor that revolution. Now, despite that, they had to come under unity. Throughout this revolution, I've been an observer. If you go to my early post, I was only posting and commenting on posts before I became an activist. And during that period, I was observing the metamorphosing of the consortium to what it became SCACOF first started with the begging of unity. Because the activism of Mark Barata and Tapang Ivo made the consortium leader by then, Barrister Bobala, Patasang, and Dr. Fontem, to know that the diasporans were willing for change, not only those on ground zero. I still have those archives in my phone for the last 2 years. So when the Cameroon government, the La Republic government arrested Barrister Bobala, they saw the will and they transferred this thing over to the consortium. The consortium leadership over to Tapang and Mark, which by then was when Tapang saw me for my chief, the video I made for the chiefs, and put me into the consortium forum, which were there as activists. Inside this consortium forum, when Patasang came out, the first thing Patasang did was to call for unity. Call for unity, and then they metamorphose the consortium into SCACUF. That was when the first conclave ever happened. Why did they metamorphose this consortium to SCACUF? Was for unity. I'm giving this brief message just for those who are coming new, for those who just joined the revolution because of Chris Anum's speech and whatever. Those who joined maybe because they said Prince Jeka is a bad boy, Prince Jeka is a tribalist or what. I want you to hear and know how I stood to support the interim government. From that point, which it happened, the interim government begged for unity, but at that point, most of them refused the unity because of finance. Everybody wanted that he should not give his project plan. I've always repeated here to another person. The first conclave failed. This is 2 years, I'm telling you. By then, our people had not started dying. No, our people had started dying. We have had 1 or 2 deaths. I believe by then, Akum Julius had died. By then, we have lost Akum Julius, who was one of the first heroes who paid this price for this cause. Despite that, they went for the second conclave. All these things I'm telling you were a process of unity. And during this process of unity, my dear people, even our old fathers like Pa Fongon Chindika, Pa Fongalafo, and Pa Molan Jolly Tumbe have always struggled to push for the unity amongst these our young leaders. But none of them saw the people. That means for 2 years in this revolution, all our diaspora leaders have been disobedient against Ambazonian people, but they have stood against their will and their interest in the name that it's a revolution. But I want to tell them one thing. In a revolution, when you want to stand against the people's interest, you are not in diaspora. It's a warlord standing in ground zero. You cannot transform a youth who has seen the mother die to become a warlord to defend your interests, whereas you're in diaspora. No. People who stand in the way you guys are doing with individual interests are warlords. Like how you had General Ivo there, you had Amigo there. They are the ones who can stand and give an order and say, yes, it will happen. We still have it even in our county. There are days our boys tell us we are going out. We say, yes, okay, it's all right. You guys should go. Because they are the one, they know the terrain. They know what to do. You cannot be in diaspora and you want to become a warlord, whereas you're not facing one bullet. These guys rejected unity. It went from the first conclave, second conclave. I've been watching gradually, thinking their conscience will even get up that people are dying. People started dying gradually, little by little. Little by little. It started metamorphosing to all kinds of things. Creation of defense group here and there. I've been watching them. But I begged for one thing. Despite their rejection, I said, if diaspora want to play politics, don't take the politics to the ground soldiers, the children on the ground which are suffering. I said, don't take it to the people on the ground which are suffering, the children. But you know what? The politics transferred from here to ground zero because of personal interests. Now this has metamorphosed until our bloods have started dying by the hands of our own brothers. Our own brothers have started killing others. There is a voice note here. It's just that somebody's name is mentioned. I would have played a voice note here. Maybe this Facebook today would have scattered. It will blow off. There's a voice note here of somebody in diaspora giving order for another person, general, to be killed. I don't want to call the name. This is merciful truth, but the situation we have at now, I don't want to spill it. If I spill it here, some of you will grow mad. They passed an order yesterday night. I received, after this thing, I received the video from one of our people from ground zero, giving him an order to execute another commander. That commander is still alive because of interest. So Southern Cameroon, let's think. How long have we begged for unity? How long have we begged for unity? I'm sorry, Loangan Joyce, I cannot, for the safety of the ground fighter, I will not, the commander. If all of them were in diaspora, you know me, I don't waste time, I will just open my phone. But the voice note is here. The voice note is here, and I've kept it in my archives. It's yesterday night they gave the order for him to be executed. So you have realized that because of interest, our brothers now initiate for people to be killed. This one, I'm not hiding it. It's just that if I play the voice note, the person who did the act in diaspora will quickly know the person he gave the command. He will see now as a betrayer. And the hearts of our brothers are very wild. But I believe even the interim government must have gotten this voice note. And I've said it one day. Some of you will just comment on Facebook, you don't know. The day Ambazonia will become a country or will have, that day, if I have to die that day, I will die that day, but I will say what I have to say. There are some people who have to come out and tell us why they acted like that, because there are things I will play. I've already passed my Facebook. It has a legacy, because nearly everything in this revolution from the day I started following it, I've kept everything in my Facebook. Your Facebook has a legacy. You can pass your Facebook legacy to another person. And there's somebody I've passed my Facebook legacy to. That should, in case something happens, that person will go inside my Facebook and see everything, including my WhatsApp. Now, Southern Cameroonians, throughout all this, the people refused unity, even with the killing of our people. Now, why do I support the interim government's ban? I support the interim government ban because of what? Dr. Ayabacho has never been humble to the people of Southern Cameroon. Forget about Sako. It's not Sako, it's not Chris who is fighting this revolution. It's we the people. If Dr. Ayabacho Lucas should have been humble to the people, him and Dr. Kwanga for once, we would have not gotten to this level. Now, despite that, I think the interim government's decision is hard, but I stand for it. Maybe after 1 year, if we see signs of sympathy, Southern Cameroonians, we are too emotional. We are very emotional. I wonder how some of you train your children at home. Because the way you pick up things on Facebook, I really wonder if truly you feel the pain of our people down ground zero who are paying this price with their blood. Some of you are very emotional. In every revolution, there is discipline. We must have discipline. I'm young, but even though I grew from the street, in my own school, I was taught how to be disciplined. By my grandparents, I was taught to respect my elders. Some of you who are watching me today, it's not because I'm too wise, I'm too intelligent, it's the grace of God. But you guys are older than me. Joseph was the youngest in his home, but finally he gave shelter to all his brothers. So my dear people, why do we need to use emotions for the blood of our brothers? Even the Oyubo them, where they did for this way, some of them copy the Oyubo their style. Does a white man take emotions for the blood of his people? No, one day. If something has to happen, which you see one European goes down, those are the good examples we need to copy. Despite who is involved, if it has to be stripping of that person from his right, they will strip it off, just to make sure they get justice for that person. Go to the case of Donald Trump and this Tony Daniels. You guys will see how, if not for certain things, Donald Trump should have gone down. Then what does it call? How can we play with the value, the lives of Southern Cameroonian youths? Youths which some have not had children who have given their life. So for the killing of Guzang, that is why I support it. I'll be opening my phone so you guys can share your views. But let me tell you why I support the interim government's decision. For the killing of Guzang, I support the interim government ban on ADF. Till we see remorse apology. And it's not that when they ban you from certain things, it doesn't mean you not go with it. They can go with their revolution in their own way, but we must see their remorse. They must. That's how you build a foundation. You can never win a revolution by begging people. That's one thing one of my friends this way, white friend, told me. He said, in a revolution, they don't beg people. A revolution is a willful desire for change. In our revolution, we are begging people. We are begging people to join. We are begging this to come in. We are begging that A and B to join. In a revolution, they don't beg people. In a revolution, we have to create rules, especially ones that involve our people. So we need to see remorse. Maybe after 1 year, maybe after 9 months, if we see truly they want to work for Ambazonia, we the activists, that's why I said activists should be independent. We, the activists, can come now and say the interim government, we have seen remorse from these people. That's the same thing I said yesterday about Tapang Ivo's apology. We are not like, the revolution is not a prostitutional home when somebody will just barge in and say, I'm sorry, goes back tomorrow and go and do it. It's not, we are not flirting in the revolution. When today this man will come and say, I'm sorry, tomorrow the man go and post different thing on Facebook. Are we doing child's play? We are not doing child's play. We need to be staying. If they say this person is banned, whether that person is from your home or whatever, if they ban Sako today from the revolution, despite that Sako is from Southern Zone, I will stand, I will be there and I will support the ban if it's right. If they ban Secretary Chris Anum today from this revolution, if I look and I see that what Secretary Chris Anum did, what's banning, I will support the ban, especially when it concerns the blood of our people. The blood of our people must not have any limitations. Be you a Sikh, be you a doctor, be you whoever. The blood of the people of Ambazonia does not have any restriction. We need to understand that, Ambazonian people. What we are talking about is not a small crime. We are talking about the blood of our people. Youths which don't have children. Youths which pay the ultimate goal. Youths, that's what we are talking about. So when I see some of you youths coming here and saying, no, that we are going to, I really wonder. Well, that's the first thing. So everybody has his view, but this is my view. If Dr. Cho Ayaba, if the ADF was not involved in the killing in Guzang, I will reject it. I will say they should not ban their group. It has not touched blood. It hasn't touched the blood of Ambazonia. If Dr. Cho's Ayaba incident did not involve Guzang, I will refuse. But there is all evidence. There is all proof that because of their pride not to become united, this incident must learn us that if we want to have unity, is now. Let some of us throw emotions away and embrace unity. Throw your emotions away. Before you want to correct your child, you must have a hard heart. Because if you want to say, oh, he has guns, he has this, then we'll continue turning around for 2 years. 2 years we have been begging for unity. 2 years. If we're united, you know what we'll do? Because this man say I cannot be under this man. Because this man say I cannot call this man president. Because this man say I cannot call this man Sikh. Whereas our people are paying. Why did our people not tell you guys in the diaspora? Why did General Ivo? Why did Amigo? Why did RK did not say I will not tell the interim government that they are my president? I want to become my president on my own. Why? Yet the video of Field Marshal was calling all his brothers as one. They did not differentiate. So this ban, I support it. For Dr. Kwanga's side, Dr. Kwanga and the incident of the priest. Dr. Kwanga and the incident of the priest in Munyenge. That is where I support it. In no way in life should we torture men of God, even if they turn out to be a terrorist, or they turn out to be spy or what. In no way should we torture men of God and then we seal a church. No. We know the church has been against this revolution, we understand. In no way should we accept our own fighters to go between gun battles between each other and killing people and killing each other. No. So for the fact that Dr. Akwanga allowed the killing, the SOCADEF and the other soldiers to fight amongst themselves to kill, that means spilling our blood. What I talk here is blood. Blood is a sacred something. That's why today we honor Jesus, because he paid the price. He spilled his blood. That's why today if you go to certain great countries in the world, you find some pillars of some people because they paid their blood for freedom. That's why today if you go to South Africa, you see the blood, the pillar, the statue of Mandela. Even though he did not pay his price, but he went through that process of even giving his blood for 27 years. Then what about our people? What about those youths? What about Amigo? What about General Ivo? Despite what? They are still our people. What about those children in Guzang? What about those people in Munyenge? What about those men of God, the priests? Were they not on Ambazonia? Was it some not Ambazonians? That is what we need to ask. Because that's where the foundation of every country is built on blood. That's why some of you went to school. There was a point they say if you squeeze the English soil, you will see blood. I mean, you will see blood through the soil. But you will read the poet will say, but how can I squeeze the soil and I will see blood? Because when you squeeze the soil, you see black water. But that means that many people have given their life for that country. Ambazonians are dying every day paying the price. So we who are in the living, we need to value their blood. That is why I support that banning. So now, Southern Cameroonians, I've given you guys my point of view. Any person who want to join me on, you can get to me. Those who have my other Facebook, my other WhatsApp, you can call. Those who are on Prince J Car, you can reach me now. You can call. The line is open. Those who want me to join, to add them, they can get to me. So I add them. Let me see those who are online. Let's get some views for some people. So it shouldn't be only me talking. I'm seeing Donaldes. Let me approve if he's going to join. If he's going to join, let me add some people. Please, you're welcome. Please join, share, and let's hear some few people talking. Then I'll add another views to what I have to say. So if you want to join in, Agbo Celestine says, shame on me. Why shame on me? What have I done? Can you give me your views, Agbo Celestine? Please, if you have contrary views to my view, I'm not perfect. Give me your views. The ban is already effective because it touched the blood of our people. The ban is effective. Till we see remorse. Sorry for my hand on the screen. Till we see remorse. Till we see that they are sorry. That's the truth. If you want to join the video, please just send me your this thing if you want to join. Without that, I just want to take. If you think I'm wrong, if you think the ban should not be there, tell me why the ban should not be there. If there's another price in this revolution greater than the blood. Some people say guns, that they have guns. What is guns? So if you have guns, that means you use it against our people? No, my people. No, my people. You contributed that money for them to get the guns. We have to create discipline. So if we want to continue like this, they fear that they have guns and everything. That means we are building warlords. We are building warlords. It's no more again a quest for Ambazonian people, the people intimidating people, telling the soldiers on ground, like what Dr. Acho was saying, they are facing each other. They are facing each other. Then you let them kill themselves. The ban should be effective, and every Southern Cameroonian should support the ban. The only place which I think at any period we can stand and feel remorse is for Tapang Ivo's case. For Ivo's case, because Ivo's case touches inside Ambazonia, inside the house of Ambazonia. It's like you are living in a house and they touch your child, they beat your child. Even that child has done you wrong, has stolen your money, you will defend the child. That's the only thing I can say we support Tapang. And before we support him, he has to show also sign of true apology. We are not in a haste to support. No, this is a revolution. We don't need to be emotional. We need to learn to correct our own brothers and to be hard. If everybody in this world was emotional like the people of Amba, then who will go to jail in America? Who will go to jail in Europe? You have Europeans in jail. You have people in America in jail. Because of what? They don't only look the love they have for each other, but they have to create laws. They have to put things which will govern them. So even if their own brother breaks the law, the brother go for it. That's why some of you today can enjoy the law of America. That's why some of you today, you go somewhere, you see somebody, you call 911 and quickly they're at your door. If they did not put those laws, if they did not value human life and blood, can you pick up your phone and you call 911? Can you? If they did not value their blood, can you fall in the road and you call an ambulance will pick you? Some of you are writing this, your things which you're in Europe. You guys really baffle me. You are abusing in Europe. You're enjoying the laws and the fundamentals which Europeans created. Which that's why today you can sit in your bed, your legs is paining you. You just go to your bed, you take your phone, you dial. I'm very sick, please can you send an ambulance? They will send that ambulance. You think they cannot tell you to come? But because they value your blood. So you want that thing to happen, it does it in America, you cannot want it to happen in Africa. So then how will we develop our land? Where your own brother will be there and watch his own children. A father will watch his own two children take away their life. Then the interim government, which you claim to be weak, comes out and ban them. And then you say, no, they are too emotional, they have guns. They have guns and so what? Is gone more than the blood of the people's life? More than those children who are defending us? Let all of us in this revolution implement that ban. That is when they say from a given point of something, that is when change begins. When we implement that ban, we will see from today, all of you have to stop contributing to AGC and their group. Yeah, come on. From today, all of you have to stop contributing to AGC and their group. You have to stop. You have to stop. The ban must be, that is when a country begins. And that's why I've said it. I've said if we don't implement this ban very well, I'm still repeating it, and I'm not scared. I've been in this revolution on my heart. I know today if I go back, my head will be off. I know that. But I'm still saying it. If we don't implement this ban, that means we are not ready to be in the country. And I will watch my hands off for the sake of the blood of my brothers. And I will tell you without looking at your face that 10-state federation should be the best, because we are building what? Warlords. But if we all implement this ban, that means Ambazonia will be a great land. That means even tomorrow, those who have to pick up that gun, they will respect that. No, we will respect those who are dying. You see them dying without a caskets. They are being put into grounds, dying in tons. We are crying every day on ground zero. And we say, oh, I mean, in diaspora, our brothers are dying. We are every day on Twitter. Then what happened in Guzang? Some people tell me it's not worth banning the ADF even for the next 1 year. Let's see how how apologetic they are. It's not just coming on Facebook and you write, I'm sorry, and they will bring you back because we want the revolution to win. No, we are not begging for victory. We are not. If you are begging for victory, then let's stop. A revolution is being governed by spirits. Let me tell you. If you don't know, ask. A revolution is not governed by human. Even your life you're living is governed by spirits. Either by your country, juju, you don't make a phone. We have one caller who is calling my phone. I don't know if he's calling for the show. Let's wait. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. I'm on live on Facebook. Do you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to contribute. Is it not the line?
Yeah, it's not the line to call, but those who have this number will contribute. I wanted people to join. So, but feel free. Contribute.
Okay, can I go ahead?
You can go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk say that that ban is the right thing to do. You know, even in heaven there is order. We have turned this revolution to be a game of interest. I want to say that the problem we have in this revolution is Ayabacho, because he has never thought of anything unity when he is not at the driver's seat. So when I hear him yesterday talking, just 2 days before, or is it last week, he came out and said, from today there will be no more unity with the Sako camp. And yesterday he came out and he was talking about a mosque unity, a mosque collaboration. You see, they are just being controlled by social media, the way social media comment, they just go, they don't even have a conviction. When I look at what Ayaba is doing, if we are not careful, we will fall into that trap. So they should show remorse. Even the issue of Batibo, till today, Ayaba has not addressed that issue of Batibo. You remember when that issue of Batibo came out, he never said anything. When he came out about Ivor, he said he does not usually rush to social media to say things. Why is it that he came out after the ban, just immediately after the ban, he came out to do? You see, they are just manipulating people's emotions, and you see people commenting anyhow, they're just manipulating them. If you say you usually don't rush to social media to address issues concerning the people that you killed in that, even La Republic does not kill our people in that manner. You killed and with knives, guns, and then tie them again. La Republic does not kill us like that. So you say he doesn't rush to social media, but yesterday you rush again to that social media. You see, even this thing that you talk about Tapang, I said to somebody that there is a problem somewhere. When you see Tapang pretending that he's giving an apology, there is a problem somewhere. Luckily enough, I'm seeing this issue of lawsuit and all whatnot. Tapang, during the apology with Eric, Tapang said, he wrote on his post, there is no true apology. in a revolution. So what he's giving now, is it a true apology or is it a false one? You remember after when Tapan was preaching consortium federation, suddenly he said he will never join those who are fighting for independence. Suddenly he came under the independence banner like Nicodemus. And started from there. Now he started preaching hate speech. You see, all the confusion in social media has been caused by Tapan. So let's not take
Thank you, comrade. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My brother Sepran, you just start talking.
Yeah.
You can give your point of view. Let me take up something. I'm coming back 1 minute. Just be keeping the people.
Okay, please, Jeka. Thank you for the opportunity. What I just want to add is, I think the ban is very, very necessary for the revolution. Because if we don't do this and we don't respect this ban, it means we are creating warlords. We are creating warlords. You can see the arrogance in which Dr. Akwanga used to try to find his way to have a reason for kidnapping a priest and collecting ransom from him. You can see the type of arrogance Dr. Akwanga used to defend the atrocity he did on a priest. That we cannot accept that. We cannot accept that our people are being called kidnappers. We cannot. That is not the purpose of our revolution. The purpose of our revolution is to liberate homeland. So we cannot encourage our so-called leaders to encourage our boys to do such an evil act on our own people. Whatever be the case, their church, they have their own funny ways, but however, they also do some good things that I know. They really help our people in the hinterland. I can give some proofs. So for that reason, Akwanga should be banned. I know very well that Eric Tato have worked enough, discussed with Akwanga, how he can even take some position in the ID to enable collaboration. Akwanga vehemently refused. It means that he is still of that notion that without them, this revolution should not go anywhere if they are not at the helm of everything. So for Akwanga, I support the ban. They have to change their way. Going now to Ayabachu, you have to know that we are at this standpoint in this revolution because of the ADF. In collaboration now with Taban Ivo, who was a wonderful guy, of which I look at him like Lucifer today. For me, Taban Ivo is Lucifer. For the past how many months, maybe 9 months or how many months, they have been with their clique of conspiracy theory just to see how they can scatter the IG. How they can scatter the IG, I don't know what they want to establish. All type of theories. We have been looking at it. And the revolution have been on a standpoint because of them. They went on to kill our brothers who are defending our mothers, sisters, and children. They killed them, and they came on Facebook making a mockery out of it. How stupid can we be to even have remorse for such people when the IG banned them? How? That is why we, the black people, we don't progress, because we should learn. We should learn to separate emotion and objectivity. When something is logically correct, we should learn how to separate it. Some other people went on to say that I saw on your screen that how are they going to disarm them and so on. There are many ways. One, we should not contribute to the coffer anymore. We should not. Because how will you contribute money to somebody who is going to take it to harass your own brother and sister back home? Are you mad? It means you are not correct. So we should stop supporting them. We should stop funding them. Secondly, those leaders, if they keep on in that position, we should report them. We should report them, because even in war, there are laws we have to follow in a war. There are laws that Geneva Convention we have to follow. We don't have to kidnap. We don't have to do all of these things. Those are against the Geneva Convention. So if our leaders, some of our leaders, their groups are doing such things, we can report them to the closest police station wherever in the diaspora that they live, and we can open a case file from there and follow them. That's what we have to do. So now, talking about the IG, I want to think that we should create strong institution and not strong men, because strong men may go, but institution will stay. We should make
That's
an
true.
institution to be strong. We should stop making
That's true.
strong men. We can
Thank
make
you, my
Ayaba
bro.
strong or
That's it.
Ebenezer strong. They can die. But if we make an institution strong, it is a continuation. It's a
That's it.
continuation. That's
That's
what
it.
we
That's
should.
why America is strong today. America is strong
That's why
because
America is strong today.
yeah.
And that is what Indy J. Rollins promised the America. That's what he's going to establish in Ghana. And we can see Ghana going closer to that level, becoming a very strong nation. That's what J. Rollins promised the Americans, that he's going to make Ghana a strong nation, that America will not be able to shatter it. And he's going to that direction. Now, going to Tapan Ivo situation, my brother, I used to love this gentleman Tapan Ivo, but I am so disappointed. And I want to tell you that I'm totally in disagreement with your opinion that we should even have some remorse for him. Because when they were plotting coups to go and kill our brothers, he is a spokesman of the AGC. He was in that coup to go and kill our brother, be it in Guzan or in Batibo. He was in it. And he came with the Franklin Vera and Capo. They were making mockery out of it. So if nature have decided to punish him in that way, please, we should not bring remorse in this issue. This is not the time for him to apologize. When our brother Editato apologized to all of them, we were all for it. We beg, we express ourselves, but they rubbish everything. So let him finish with his case, then come and apologize to us. Then we'll accept that apology. But now that his case is on, please, no, we cannot accept that type of apology. We cannot accept that type of apology.
Thank you,
Without
Sepran.
taking
Thank
much
you
time,
very
my
much.
brother, I will
Thank
leave
you.
you here, and maybe I'll have much to say, but let me give opportunity for other people also to give their viewpoint. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Keep on doing what you are doing. God bless you, my brother.
God bless you too. Let me take the next person. People are sending requests, but when I accept, some of them are run. Come and speak or speak. Those who are used to commenting, those names of commenting, come. I want us to talk. The person is coming in. Hello, bro.
Hi.
You're welcome, bro.
You're welcome, bro. Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. CARR.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, I just get a small contribution to put in, and I don't watch the show from the start to the end, and actually you don't talk a lot of things where they be true, but at some point I will pick out certain points. I will start with Tapan Ivo. Tapan Ivo came, I think
so noise for your back.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know whether they are
Is it okay now?
That noise be really so loud.
I think that from your side.
No.
What about now? I think not for your side because my head be okay.
I will get you. I'll bring you back.
Okay, then later on.
Okay. You don't finally go. Well, sorry for that. Southern Cameroonians, I know many people want to express their minds to what is happening. Suddenly some emergency came, which I have to really step out to it. Let me take this, my brother's call. So maybe it will not be more longer as I thought we could. So my bro, speak.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can get you.
Okay, all right. I'd just like to contribute to your program based on your topic. Actually, I won't agree with the word ban. I think the best thing for the IG to do is to associate themselves with all the other groups, with AGC, ADF, as well as Dr. Akwanga's SOCADEF, because we all know no one is perfect. No, we can say so a particular group. I won't use the term group to define the IG, but I won't say the IG as well is perfect, as well as the other groups. So my take is, this is not time for unity. Trust me, this is not time for unity, because there are certain things that has to be addressed before we can call for unity. The IG can associate themselves with the other group, because we don't need unity at this point. There are so many questions that need to be answered. Okay, I'll start with SOCADEF. With SOCADEF, we all know what happened to the priest, the kidnap issue. We all know about the fighters that were killed by Akwanga's General Obopo. So they have to answer those questions. The leaders don't have authority over the people unless the people give them that right. So as a people, the leaders need to explain certain things to us, and then they can get back to the table for unity. Same goes with AGC. After the massacre in Guzam, the death of General Ivo is so suspicious, because ADF spokesperson gave another version, and the CIC of ADF also gave another version. So they have to answer those questions to the people. So how do you want to ban them when they're not even in the IG? They have their own groups. Let's be objective. They have their own groups.
Let me come into one. Let me respond to one of your things there. In America, in America and in the developed world, even in Africa, some good structured countries with good structure, despite the group you have, the constitution and the law is above any group. And that's why I said in my word here that we should not use emotion towards the blood of our people. When you talk about they have groups, there are many other stronger groups. Do you think is there any group in Ambazonia who is above the Red Cross? Or is there any group in Ambazonia who is above other NGOs? No, but they respect global laws. So when we are talking about groups in Ambazonia, those groups in Ambazonia have to go with the laws of our people, and the laws of our people is putting our people first.
Yeah, but Prince J.K., we are in a revolution. We don't have a
It's not in a revolution. Mandela went to jail for our people. For their people. And if Mandela did not value their people, Mandela will not suffer in jail. So when you say we should start honoring people which do not value their people, or because they have groups, okay, because maybe I'm not getting you well, because your point is like looking up. The worst thing in Ambazonia is for we to look up to individuals. Just like how my other brother said. He said when you place good constitutions, they will hold the country even when all of us have passed away. But if we look up to people based on their appearance, on their approach, on their speeches, on their way they handle issues, then tomorrow, if they die, Ambazonia will remain like that. So what we are struggling to do is to put that structure.
Prince J.K., you must have the Facebook. Hello.
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Yeah, I think you have the Facebook I'm calling from. If you go to my Facebook and you check my latest post, that
no, I don't check if you post for AGC or for interim government.
I am not backing AGC. I am not backing SOCADEF. I'm not backing anyone. My post says, are we building strong men or strong institutions?
Okay,
think
it's
about
all right.
it and decide.
Okay, it's
It is better to build. It is better to build strong institutions rather than building strong men.
Okay,
I've been following this revolution for a long time. I will tell you without fear or favor that 80% of the divisive tendency is done by ADF. It's done by ADF. ADF before they said the ID needs to be dissolved. That is like banning the ID. This guy, Bella Franklin, had a couple of shows which he said
I think we are lost in your connection. We are lost in his connection. Well, Southern Cameroonians, once again, I'm sorry we don't have so much long time because of certain emergency. Certain emergency just came online. I cannot prolong the show as I wanted to have more people to talk and express their minds. But I believe for the two or few people we have had, you have seen that everybody is towards the ban. There are more people calling in, but I have to attend to some very important matters. If not so, I would have brought them online to express their mind. But I want to say this to all of you. Please, if you're watching us, for the sake of our brothers, we have to implement this ban to make Southern Cameroon has a good structure. We have to implement the ban to make our leaders be humble. We have to implement the ban for Ambazonian to become first, our people to be first. So please support the ban until we find out that they are really sorry for what they did. Not because that we don't love them, no, but because we want Ambazonia to be great again. We want British Southern Cameroon to be great again. So please, my people, have a wonderful Xmas, and I believe for once our interim government is acting as they're supposed to, because they are there for the people of Ambazonia. Everywhere they know them as the interim government, and that's what they need to stand for. They need to stand to defend the integrity of their people. They need to stand to defend the interests of their people, and that's what we want. Well, without leaving anything said, I want to say thank you for those who have been watching. Thank you for those who have been online. Please, I want to see you punch the love sign as you go and click share so others can get this. For those who don't know, they can learn. Please punch the love sign and everything so we can leave, and we will get back to you again. The Merciful Truth platform is always open. For those who continue, those who are voluntary members under the interim, under the Merciful Truth platform, who give me more information, please, you can come in and give me more information. You can join and give me more information. Comrade, sorry, we are already end of the show. I'm very sorry. I have something to meet up to. I will get back to you later, please. Yes, I'm already at the end of the show. Please, I will get back to you later. So thank you once more. Please, thank you for all those who are watching, and please let's be one another's keeper. Let's respect each other. Let's protect our bloods of our brother. Let's learn to stand by the structures which has transformed from SCACU to the governing, from consortium to SCACU to the governing council and to our interim government. I believe they follow the right process for unity. And as of now, we don't need to tolerate anything that will destroy what we have been standing for. Love you all, great people of Ambazonia. Have a blessed new year. And thank you for those who turn out today, for the 500 people who turn out to watch us and to have this merciful truth. My platform, our platform, the people's platform, Merciful Truth, will be always there to give you the truth. We also have activists who are bringing out the truth, just like Eric Tato, just like Yannick Sikot, just like Kemi Ashu, just like others who are coming up to give you the merciful truth, who will be there to continue this great job we have been doing. So thanks to all those my able mamas from Germany, my able mamas from America, those my grandmothers of wisdom, those my mothers of inspirations and my grandfathers of inspiration who have been there to always send me the truth, to give me the advice, to teach me on how to do things. I'm your humble son, Prince J.K., and I'm there for my brothers. So please, give me all the updates and anything happening around your locality. Those my brothers in Sweden, I say kudos to you guys. Have a blessed new year, a wonderful, prosperous new year as you enter into 2019. And by the grace of God, victory is ours. Stand with your interim government, support them, and above all, hold them too for their cannas. Hold the interim government for their cannas. Say, even though they ban other people, we together hold them. Say, may they show we their true color. May they not only ban people, then tomorrow will not see their own push. We together hold them for their cannas. So hold the interim government for your cannas too. Hold Seti Chris Anu for your cannas. Hold Sako for your cannas. Hold all them. Hold Tabeyang Echu for canals. Hold Kuku Blinks. Hold Madame Irene. Hold all them for their canals. Hold them. So that at the end, they go say, and say, no, before ban some other people, even though they don't do wrong, be the real thing. But we too want to see how they, as they don't ban that one, they want to see what they go show, how they go prove that one. They say they get for learn from them, they get for copy from them. Who want to see their way of behaving, at least with this attitude, with this way, and putting the blood of our people first. Ambazonia and Southern Cameroon will be great again. Love you all and have a blessed new year. Bye for now.